Hi there. If I ask you to introduce, how quickly will you finish your name and then get back to that education that you have done 2 decades, 3 decades ago? Are those skills really relevant for your current employment? If you're a mid-career professional, are you thinking that you still are employed because of the skills that you had picked up 2 decades ago or the schooling or colleges that you come from? Barely true. In my 2 decades of experience, what I found out is you're mostly employed because of your skill that you have picked up during the course of your journey, not anymore based on where you come from. Well, I'm not discounting that education is not important, but what I say is there are certain skills that are really very, very important when it comes to your employment. Those skills are something like problem solving ability, having the ability to depict something very complex in a very simpler way, trying to co-create along with your team a better product service than before, having the discipline to keep the promises of what you promised in the previous meeting probably, and having the discipline and influence to convince somebody to do things that they are normally not able to do is something which is never taught in your schoolings and not taught especially in the technical education. Coding skills, of course, are important, or probably the discipline of sales is very important. But what I'm saying is there are skills which are more valued by your organization, which are beyond these skills. Well, if you don't know about them, you got to better take time off during this weekend, research and write down what are those really skills which you think are mostly valued by the organization. If you don't know, it's okay to ask your manager and find out more about it. If you're not doing it, then you're not helping yourself becoming extraordinary professional. Here I want to bring a spiritual angle to it. Well, I remember a Sanskrit sloka which exactly talks about this. Vidya dadati vinayam, vinayat yati patratam, patratam dhanamapnoti, dhana dharmam tadat sukam. Basically, what it's saying is education gives us disciplines. The discipline, when you build around, gives us the competence or worthiness. And from worthiness, you get wealth. And when wealth you spend on the contributions to the society is when you become very happy, which is the penultimate thing that we all want to be happy finally, right? And so if you want to be more happier, you are not going to be sitting and meditating on those educations that you had in the past, but look at the education that you're currently giving yourself in order to take you to a new level so that you build disciplines around it by doing it on everyday basis, the new education, and then build the worthiness. And then comes a new level of wealth that you are looking for within or outside the organization is when you can contribute more and become more happier. If you understood it, all I wanted to do is just take out the time, sit deeply, think about what are those that you are really working on. What is that that's more valuable than the obvious education, the formal education that you had in the past? And what disciplines can you build around that fundamental skill or valuable tool that the company values, and then build the worthiness around it? That means being more visible, having more influence, having the real competence in converting the discipline into solutions is when you can see your paycheck go up, is when you can do more contributions and ultimately be happier. If you've understood this, I think you're already on a way ahead to become extraordinary. I'm Vishwa Mohan, an entrepreneur coach, helping people, working professionals mid-career, grow from ordinary to extraordinary. Stay tuned. Take care. Bye-bye.